I am so happy that you're able to join us for this extended interview. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get more killer resources. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this extended interview with Marilen, where she's going to talk about how experiences can improve your mental health. Hey Marilen, how are you?
Debbie, I'm good. Thanks.
So before we get to your tips and tricks, can you tell us a little bit more about yourself and why you lead an offbeat life?
Well, I have always been interested in experiences in life. I've noticed that they always tend to change my life for the better. And I've also noticed growing up that whenever I went offbeat rather than at the beat of, traditional ways of everything, my life actually was better that way. So after I got off college and got a typical job, 9 to 5 job, and got burned out, I decided to go on my own and do something different and be self-employed. So I did real estate. And then I saw an opportunity in gift giving that people may need a chance to actually give experiences rather than material gifts. I felt like there was a void, and I wanted to bring on something that could allow for that easily and in a fun way.
Your business is such a great idea. Now, why should we make spending time outside more of a priority in having these experiences? Because I know right now everyone is really into social media and taking in all of this content online.
You have to go outside and basically do things rather than just sitting there and watching other people do it for it to have an effect on you. Let's say you know that forests are beautiful and you look at pictures online and you see videos, but really and truly nothing's going to happen in your life unless you go in that forest and experience what it does for you. It's all about energy. That's all we are. Everything is energy. So if you don't exchange and don't renew your energy by being outside and doing things, interacting with your environment, with others, then you're missing out on a lot and probably getting sick.
How has this affected your own family life, and what has it done for you and your mental and wellness health?
When we have not been able to do much and, during busy times, we are all getting sick or in a bad mood or just generally unhappy. But when we make a point to go outside and do things, especially the things that bring us joy, everything changes in our life inside at home in a good way. When you are feeling off and have any kind of issue or disease, whether it's emotionally, physically, or mentally, you are not going to see a change unless you do something. And doing is experiencing. When you are doing things and having experiences, that's an interactive way to bring in health to yourself. And it's a much more effective and lasting one than taking a pill or doing something external to kind of fix it, quote unquote fix it, because to me that's just kind of erases or numbs the symptoms. But when you do things and have experiences, you can actually transform the root of the problem.
Now, another way that you can learn from your experiences is through mistakes. How do you achieve wellness by means of making mistakes?
Well, a lot of times people in general, we live in fear. We don't want to feel pain or do anything bad, and so what happens with that is that we end up not doing much. So if you are okay with making mistakes and you know that that's what life is all about and you lose the fear for it, then you go ahead and do things that could actually transform your life and bring in more wellness as opposed to not doing anything. So basically, making mistakes is where we learn the most. It's so long as we're humble enough to realize it was a mistake and look at it and see how we can do things differently next time, that's where growth and wellness happens. If you don't make mistakes, then you kind of stay stagnant.
It's kind of interesting because mistakes are usually what people are trying to avoid, but it is something that actually makes you grow even more and sometimes even faster because of everything that you're learning from it.
Yes, pain is pain. Pain is good. If you see it for what it is, we shouldn't avoid pain too much or failure or fearing not being good enough at something because nobody is good enough at something at the first time. And when you make a mistake on it, that's how you learn to be better and better.
Exactly. And instead of trying to avoid it, it's really much better to feel it and to learn how to get over it and to get your emotions and accepting what is happening and learning from that.
Yes, it's when you accept it, it's the only way to get past it. When we suppress or hide it or push it back or ignore it, it remains with us. So might as well just face it right in the face and let it go through you. That is really the only way to get past something. Not around it, but through it.
Well, thank you so much, Marilen, for talking to us today. So, if our listeners want to know more about you, where can they find you?
They can find me at myworldregistry.com on our Instagram page and on our Facebook page.
Perfect. Thank you, Marilen. I hope you enjoyed this extended interview with Marilen. Make sure to visit theoffbeatlife.com. Again, that's theoffbeatlife.com to get the full interview with Marilen, where she shares how to fill your life with experiences, not things. Thanks for joining me on this extended interview. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on iTunes. We can also chat some more on Facebook at The OB Life. I'll talk to you soon.